Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
All right. Hey, Pastor, what's happening, Jack?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, nice to put a face with the voice.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That's all it is. Yeah,
I heard that.
Same here, bro.
I heard that.
Yeah. How's everything?
Oh, man, I'm rocking and rolling.
Okay, good deal.
Rocking and rolling and rocking.
Yeah, rocking. Turn to the max.
Nephew
Yeah, I'm on my DOC, so excuse anything I say.
All right, yeah. Gotcha.
Expound on your DOC. What are we talking about?
My drug of choice.
Your drug of choice. Okay, man. I'm gonna be subtle tonight. I'm gonna have me a little small bottle of wine, a little small red wine. Little
Don't do your thing. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, you gotta do it. Hey, man, I know. Even if you didn't want to tell us what you do, you all right with me.
All right, dear. Ain't much to tell no more. Now, if you called me a few years back, I probably could have filled your ears up,
Hey.
Yeah.
You say you could have filled your ears up.
Yeah, I could have filled your ears up, a few years back now.
Yeah.
Well, man, I know, but you live, you learn. How old are you, sir?
Actually, I just had a birthday last Thursday.
Yeah.
And set the big 60.
60.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, man, well, shit, I got 20 more years, man. I think I'm still all right if I'm gonna look like you. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. Come on. Just don't catch me now. Don't catch me. If you catch me, something went wrong.
Well, I've been known to jump time.
But if you catch me like that, that's cool.
So you a jumper.
Yeah. I'm a jumper. I'm a jumper. I time travel from time to time.
Hey, man.
Man. It's a lot of not stressing. That's what does it, I think, for the most part. Just not stressing, There's some things that'll stress you now, but you just can't stay stuck in it. That helps a lot.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that, man. Even though I'm getting older, I do realize that. But I don't let nothing bother me. The only thing to get my age away is being great.
Okay. And that ain't always just a true fact, because people start off young and being great, so.
That's
hereditary.
True. Hereditary, yeah. But you know what? Well, hell, if that's hereditary, hell, I've been old. I'm 162 years old.
Night walker.
I'm a night walker. I've been walking this earth for a long time.
Long time, man.
Man, I've been sleeping. I done woke up.
Hey, it's safe to say you done seen a lot then,
Man, and I'm gonna tell you something, sir. Goddamn, let me tell you something. Excuse me. I done seen a lot.
Hey, one thing about it, man, just keep it real, bro. Keep it going, and I'm good, man. I probably done heard everything.
Hey, man,
at a time.
Hey, man, I'll never put you to the test. I know you got it. Got
okay.
it.
All right.
Without further ado, Wormhole, this person that I'm bringing to the table right now has recently appeared on the Immerse podcast with the host, a good friend of mine, Lee Aubrey Odom. And the episode was called Community Garden with Minister Terry Newsom. This person is a pillar of the community, a husband, a father, a grandfather / pawpaw. The man who taught me work ethic and being on time is being late. And the man who stepped in as a father figure, my Uncle Terry Newsom Sr. Wormhole, give it up.
All right.
What's up?
Yeah.
Y'all good?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to have you on, brother. Man, it's not every day that a man of the cloth would entertain our kind of company.
I heard that, man. But I'm not just your average man, though, when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be judgmental and all that kind of stuff, because been there, done that. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what it is, bro.
Man, so. I respect that. At least you're man enough to say that, hey, whatever you do is whatever you do, because you got those holier than thous.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not good for nobody.
It's not good for nobody. Then you got your Bible thumpers. They gonna tell you. I told people we gonna get on with a pastor. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, how you gonna manage yourself? I'm a man of myself just fine. My grandmother was a pastor.
Okay.
I mean, I know. I mean, I know they say pastors' kids is the worst ones, but she was my grandmother.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. So it kind of skipped the generation now. I got you.
It skipped the generation. You know what I'm talking about?
But man.
But I'm gonna pick up the slack everybody left off. And we're gonna do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be on with you fellas, man. And I like what you're doing. When Troy first introduced this to me, I kind of checked him out. And like I say, you got to listen to what you're saying, not so much as the words you're using. You feel me? And so that's what we have to do. And a lot of times, we be saying a lot of stuff and you can talk for an hour and don't say nothing, but some people can talk for 5-10 minutes and say a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to listen to the words, man, and not the words that you're using, Yeah.
I like that.
Listen to what you're saying and not the words you're using. I mean, yeah. There you go.
I got a question. So do you feel like being an exact, I guess for the people, what is your exact title when it comes to the ministry?
I am a former pastor, for one. I am an ordained, licensed minister of the gospel. And I am also an associate minister, pastor at Greater Magnolia Missionary Baptist Church here in Bastrop, Louisiana.
Okay. So without any bias, do you think, and we're not going to do a better for worse or win or lose type deal, but do you think it's better for a preacher to have lived and learned or to have never seen and just be, quote unquote, pure through and through?
That's a good question. It depends on the environment you're in, if that makes any sense. There are some people that will be quickly to listen to me talk because they know I've been there, done that.
Mm.
Then there are some that wouldn't want to hear me talk because I've been there and done that.
Mm.
They don't take you serious enough if you've done all these things, and I think they forget about that. God didn't call nobody. Everyone he called, nobody was perfect. Nobody was squeaky clean. And so when people act like that, they put themselves above everyone else. Mm. So I have a following or congregation of both, when it comes to preaching the gospel. Some would love to hear me speak because they feel like they know what I'm talking about. But I think all of us have done something and know something about something. And what I mean by that is you take like back in my early days, I did drugs. Okay. And what those drugs do to you, and I'm talking about the hard drugs. Okay. What those drugs do is you go through something and you say, well, my wife ain't been through it. She didn't do the drug, but she did go through it because she went through it with me. Mm. Everything it did to me, the bringing down, whatever it did to me, my wife experienced the same thing. So she didn't have to literally, or even drinking, if you're drinking, she didn't necessarily have to put the bottle to her mouth. But if drinking made me a drunk and caused me to lose everything that I worked so hard for, then you're going to tell her that she didn't go through it.
And she got your back the whole time.
Right. And had my back the whole time. So, the struggles and all that, she experienced it too. So a lot of times, like I said, it pays off to have gone through some things. I think it's only fitting that if you have been down the street, you can tell other folks what to watch out for because you've been down the street. But at the same token, a lot of people say they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear you because of that. And I think they're missing out on a lot when they choose that. Yeah.
Well, hey, man, I have a question as well. Do you ever get tired of telling knucklehead this is the right way to go?
Tim, no, I got to be honest with you, man. You never get tired of talking. You never get tired of saying what, especially if God has called you. You don't get tired. You might get a little frustrated along the way. It might even be some disappointments in there, but you can't afford to get tired. Christ never got tired, you see. Right. And so we are an image of him. So we too have to be steadfast, unmovable, and keep on keeping on because he gives us strength to do that. Like I say, you're going to get frustrated. You get disappointed, but you can't afford to get tired in this game, man.
Yeah, you can't,
I'll tell you a quick story.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you a quick story. I was talking to a guy that was high up, official, and I was saying to him, I said, yeah, man, I'm going to have to, I was working with the kids at the time, and I said, I'm going to have to get you up there, man. So, and I never said what for. I just told him, I said, I got to get you up there. And he said, well, look, talk is good, but, and when he said, but, I closed him off, man. I ain't want to hear no more because he said, talking is good, but, and what he was saying was afterwards was, we got to do some things that they can see. Put a basketball court out there and do this and do that. And my thinking on that was, my dad was a carpenter. He built us a basketball goal, one of the nice ones, best in the neighborhood. Everybody in the neighborhood came there to play. Mm-hmm. But over years, the weather beat up on that basketball goal and the boards right. But the things that he told me, I still have. You see what I'm saying? So don't tell me that talking is good, but you got to keep on talking, man. And you may not reach everybody that you're talking to, but you're going to reach some. And that's the reward at the end.
Oh, those same old boring social gatherings. Try something new with Brushstrokes DIY Paint Party Kits. We provide everything needed for your paint party, from individual to large events, shipped straight to you. Visit www.brushstrokesag.com for more information, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Brushstrokes by AG. Show us the artist in you.
Yeah, that is. I strongly agree with that. But one thing I will put, just a piggyback on it. I hate that word piggyback, but piggyback on that, man. You gotta walk the walk, man. You gotta walk it too. You can do a whole lot of things, but you also have to. You got to reflect that in your life.
Yeah.
I like to mentor anybody that want to ask me questions. They are not of the cloth, and I'm not of the cloth. So I'm talking of worldly things.
Okay.
So, but I try to make sure that keep God in it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And everything
do that,
you do, keep God in it. You know what I'm saying?
No matter what.
No matter what. It is a matter. Now I ain't gonna mentor no person, that's gonna be robbing banks. No.
Well,
but
why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
So what if that person? What if that's the thing that can stop that person?
Them niggas ain't listening to that shit, Troy.
But Tim, you can't say that though. You can't say that because you could be that person at that moment. It just depends. I guess it all depends on, like, me and you disagree on this a lot. You feel like when it's gone, it's gone. I always feel like it's a chance, and maybe that's why I spend so much time maybe missing out on things that I should be doing, because I'm always looking to maybe be that person that can help somebody else out.
I agree with that, Troy. You do. I mean, you are much more of a let's help everybody man than I am. Cause I'm like, shit, the thing that broke the what they call it, the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah, is when I tried to help somebody and he was out there down bad. I'm like, man, let me go ahead. I'm gonna help this man. Shit, that nigga told me, man, I don't want your money. What a dope at? And I gave up.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. And you say you don't like piggyback. Well, just use the word echo then.
Okay, cool.
Okay. But the thing of it is there's a reward for what you do. It's on a positive note. You could try to help a person, but who are you helping them for? Is it for yourself or is it for the kingdom of God? Because and we are talking from a biblical standpoint here now. And it can be just us. But when you help a person, you can't expect to be the one to get the credit. You help that person out, and what happens is you planted a seed. It ain't for you to sit there and water it and put the sunlight on it and all that. You planted a seed. And if he's still going left when he should have been going right, eventually, hopefully, one day that seed that you planted, when he'll wake up and say, oh, now I see what Tim was talking about. Oh, man, I need to do what Tim was telling me. I wouldn't be in this position right now. So don't give up on him is what I'm saying.
Well, I never give up on the pastor, but I'm going to say this. I'd much rather motherfucker tell me, I just want a 24-ounce bill.
Just come out with it.
Don't give me my kids is hungry. And I know, just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
And get it over with, versus you getting me down there. You done really broke me down. So really, I'm all my walls, you really take me for a penny at this point because I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
But man,
if it was only that easy.
Yeah.
But you know what, sir? It is that easy. It is that easy.
But if they come at you clean like that, would you actually go ahead and give them something?
I mean, I'm gonna do what I feel like need to be done, unless I feel like you fuck it, man. If I feel like you fucking with me, excuse me, pastor. But if I feel like you fucking with me like that, I don't like that. Like, just tell me, like, hey, man, I want a 32-ounce beer and a pint of whiskey. Just tell me that. Don't bring the kids into it. Don't bring the woman that you're trying to take care of. Yeah. Don't bring in the vehicle you're living in. I don't want to hear because you really not out here for that. You really out here for that other shit.
So how many times? Okay, go ahead.
My question to Tim is, if they came clean with you like that, which would be a great thing if they did. And I feel you where you're coming from. But if they did that, would you give them that money to get that 32 ounce and that half pint of liquor?
No. But see, that's my caveat. I'm not going to give you the paper to do it. I'll just go get it for you.
Okay, you would actually buy them the liquor.
If you're going to sit there and tell me that this is what I need, like, man, I really want a 32 ounce Miller High Life. That's what I want, a quart. I want a quart of Miller High Life.
Now, I have done that plenty of times in my life,
and I'll go get it for you. Don't feed me the bullshit of everything. I don't want to hear the shit that you failed at. You really failed at as a man.
But if a person
don't bring that into.
Hold on, wait. Oh, see, that's the thing I don't like right there. Like, everybody who down, I don't consider them failing. Sometimes, man, don't get me wrong. I guess you can look at it as a win or lose, a fail or not fail. But sometimes people get in a rut because they just never knew how not to even get out the rut in the first place. Like, some people be in ruts because they just never knew how to even navigate on a normal road. So I hate when people say somebody failed is the reason they're out there. Don't they? In a sense, they did fail, but it's rough, man. Life is rough, man. I will add that.
Troy. Okay, Troy, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. I disagree with that so much.
I know you do. I
disagree with that so much. Because there was no fucking way you're going to sit here and tell me that, okay, what did you want to be as a child?
Tim,
I'm asking you, Troy.
You're asking me. I used to want to own a hotel or change the hotel. That was my dream, and be a baseball player, Major League Baseball player.
Did you do it?
Neither one.
Neither
one.
So you failed at it.
I did fail at both of them.
You failed at it.
I failed at both of them.
So don't sit here and tell me that you can't sit there and tell a motherfucker that they failed about being a man.
Wait, so is your dream failed?
You failed.
I never even attempted those dreams. So are they failed? Did my dreams just never even come to fruition in the first place?
Man,
I didn't fail at them. I didn't fail at them.
You failed. I failed. Everybody, every man on this panel right now has failed.
I agree with you in a sense. Like, nobody on this world, I'm not going to say nobody, it's a very small percent of people that's actually living exactly what they set out to do at some age, and they actually accomplish that exact goal. You know, most of us are where we are doing what we need to do because we are men in a sense, because you don't get everything you want. You don't get everything you strive for. You don't even get the stuff that you dream that you might try to strive for. But I feel you when it comes to the failing. I understand that. I can totally accept that.
Hey, I'm checking both of you out, man. I get both of you. As far as the failing, I don't know. It depends on what your definition of fail is.
Exactly.
You know, because
there is no what your definition is, sir. The definition is, did you do it? Because if you didn't do it, you failed.
I see how you're looking at it.
I understand that, but
if
I set out
ourselves down. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
If I set out to be the home run king in the major league, and at the end of the season, I come in third place, then I failed at that. But Troy told me before years ago, didn't understand what he meant at the time. And he told me, Uncle, be rich.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I set out to be rich and didn't make it, and then he comes along and like he told me with sincerity, telling me I was rich, I'm like, how am I rich? I'm not rich like I thought.
But rich is subjective. That's subjective. Everybody have it's very subjective. Everybody have their own idea of rich.
Okay, so that's why we go by fail. We got our own ideas of what fail is.
Yeah, I mean,
I really don't feel like
I'll take it. I
don't feel like I'm a failure. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been down, shucks, seemed like I had to start all over. But you know where I am right now. I thank God for it. And is it where I would want to be or would like to be? Probably not. But I feel like I'm still succeeding.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But succeeding.
I agree with you 100% because the test of a man is continuous. Like, be persistent. Like, don't give up. You know, because either one of us can still be whatever we want to be if we really put our mind to it.
Yeah, with a little help.
We find a level of comfortability to be like, well, fuck it. You know, like when we talk about rich, you know, being rich is just different. You know, you can, you know, Pastor, you can say shit. I look in the bank, I got 95,000. I'm rich. Troy, you can look in the bank and say I got 95,000, I'm rich. I can look in the bank and say 95,000, I'm rich. Is somebody else gonna say that ain't enough?
Mine, you can put mine at about $95.
Absolutely. They'll still say it ain't enough.
It ain't enough.
But to you, it's plenty, So
it's plenty.
Yeah.
It's plenty. Like, I mean, shit. Even if I can keep the lights on and keep my belly full, fuck it, that's a day. I'm good.
Okay.
And everybody that's around me is okay. That's a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay.
I don't mind. I mean, anybody that's trying, I get it. But don't sit there and be like, okay, because I tried and because I did this, you got a story to tell. I don't want to hear your story because you ain't finished your own story.
Yeah.
Well,
finish your chapter before you talk to me about mine.
No. Well, I understand. Now, you talking about a person coming to you about your story? Because no matter if a person... But no matter if a person's story is finished or not, man, I'm a firm believer that your story is wherever you at right now. That's where your stopping point is. It's right now where you at right now.
Okay. I give you that.
Every book and every movie we watch, man, everybody don't win. They done start making movies with a villain win. Sometimes everybody, the word win, fail, and all that is very subjective because it's hard to tell a person if they won or not.
But what's winning? That's subjective. What's winning?
What is winning?
What is winning? We can say what's winning because Pastor can say he won. And then whatever his lifestyle consists of, and then if I take it into my concern, I'm like, man, we got so much more to go. He's good. Right. And then he look at me, vice versa. He's like, man, we got so much more to go. I feel like I'm fucking winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's subjective.
It's always somebody. Your life is always higher than somebody's, and I say higher as far as what somebody's striving. Somebody in this world is always striving to where you are, and there's everybody. No matter how low you feel like you are, there is somebody looking at you somewhere, going, "Man, if I can just get with Ed."
But you know what? Nobody. Hey man, I just told the bitch this shit last night. It ain't the motherfucking winning. It's the climb. It ain't getting to the mountaintop. It's the climb. The climb is what builds you.
Yeah, but Tim, I think you think everybody wants strength like that. Some people just live in this. They want results. Some people are looking for results. Some people are looking for. They don't want to climb in the.
But Troy, the people that are looking for results, my nigga, they looking for results, but they don't want to go through the climb. You got to go through the climb. I mean, Pastor, can I get an amen or something? Tell me, am I wrong?
I'm listening, man. I mean, I think about what you're saying, and it always have been about the climb. But at some point, you got to start marking these are some moments that are, okay, I made it to this point. Put your star up there. Put you something there, or a flag or a ribbon or something. Don't just climb and 100%. And never pat yourself on the back and say, hey, I made it this far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the climb is going to always be there. As long as we're on this earth, even when we go back to that child stage, you still got to climb.
Yeah.
You do that forever.
They say once a man, twice a child.
Yeah, you got to mark those milestones, though. You got to have a place of milestones, what you have accomplished thus far. Because if you ain't accomplishing nothing along the way, you might well just get off the mountain yourself.
Get out the way.
Yes, you get out the way. But make sure you mark the milestones that you have. You got your kids, you raise them up, they get grown. Hey, that's a milestone, Mm-hmm. So don't just think that, because they're grown now, you ain't did nothing. Or you've done a lot. Because there's so many kids that don't make it past 15, 20 years old. You're talking to one now that I'm 60 now. But I tell you, man, them 20s, man, I didn't know if I was going to get out of those 20s.
Yeah.
So to make it...
You really felt like that?
What's that?
You really felt like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you weren't going to get out of your 20s. You felt like that?
I really didn't think I was going to make it out of the 20s.
Expound on that. Give us some
give us something. You got to give us something on that, man.
What was rough about it?
Actually, going back even further than that, the ones I hung out with, The ones, and I ain't gonna say it like that, the ones that hung out with me, because they make it seem like I did, because of them.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, we did it because of each other. And I can tell you, November the 9th, 1979.
That's when I was born 79.
Yeah, I know. I was in Kansas when you were born.
Yeah.
But during that time in November, you was born in September.
Yeah.
Actually, I had been there before you were born, like around August, somewhere up in there. But November the 9th, 1979, my best friend, next door neighbor, you see him, you see me. It's every day, all day, except for when I was in school and he had quit school. And we hung out on places like what we call the block.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to do that. I started doing that when I was 13 years old. Mom them didn't really monitor me. They just know as long as I come home, they prayed for me, and they was all right as long as I come through the door.
He's as young as 11.
Yeah.
Oh, you hell.
Oh yeah. So here I am hanging out with my boy. His name, we call him Uncle Bud. Me and him was so close, man. I never had a friend like that before. We never argued. Seemed like we never disagreed. But that Friday, I went to school. I got out at 12 o'clock every day, and I come home. And my dad told me, he said, Uncle Bud come by and told me to tell you he'll be right back. He going up on the block to pay his uncle, which I knew his uncle real good. He was an older guy. And I sat around there waiting, and I got a phone call telling me that Uncle Bud was dead. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. What do you mean? Stop playing, And he had been up on the block and got into it with an older guy. And the older guy stabbed him, man, hit him in the heart and all that. But it killed my best friend in 1979. And I was only 17 then. And so, as years went by, you put yourself in places that you shouldn't be, doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And I can honestly say that any one of those things could have been my time to go, but God kept me here. And so when I say that, to make it as far as I have, there's a lot of people that didn't make it this far. And when people say, and I hope y'all don't use this terminology, folks got to learn the hard way. Well, I learned back in 1979 that everybody don't make it back from the hard way.
I hate that term.
So I try not to use that.
I love it.
Yeah, I try not to use that because everybody don't make it back, man. People tell you about your kids when they go astray or they do something wrong. Well, let them go. You got to learn the hard way. I'll stop them right then. Hold up. Everybody, Tim, don't make it back from the hard way.
But but if you put your energy into them and everything to make them go the right way, and then they go the hard way, sometimes you have to step back because you'll worry yourself to death, worry about somebody else.
Yeah, you can step back. Just don't let yourself get taken out with that cliche. Just wash your hands of them. You got to continue to pray for them. Don't give up on them. Don't give up talking to them because you never know. If one of those turns, you might just turn them around. So a lot of times we just give up on our kids. We just, you ain't gonna mount to nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing. And they start to believe that themselves because who's talking to them? Their parents. And if their parents tell them that, then, it must be some truth to it. And so they start acting out. They start acting out what you've already labeled them to be.
I'm gonna say something, man.
Sure.
I don't have a quintessential family.
Okay.
I live away, 6 hours away from my children.
Okay.
But if they do anything, and I know I put everything into them, Troy can vouch for me, I'm burning that highway up seeing them girls. But that learning the hard way, I'm a big fan of it. Learn the hard way. I've told you. I've shown you. And then if you want to ask me any kind of questions, ask me. Please, I'm an open book. I don't never want to be the kind of person to be like, well, shit. I ain't know nothing because my mom and my daddy didn't never tell me nothing about that. Yeah. I don't know. Talk to them. They people.
Yeah.
Nobody talk to me. I thank God that as I grew and matriculated through life, I found the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a good conversation day to day. It might not be what people like because I've been told by family members, oh, he don't know you no more. You just done went away. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't talk about me about my walk.
Okay.
My walk is my walk.
Okay.
But I said that to say this, man. Yeah. Learn the hard way is a good thing.
You think so, huh?
Man.
That's how he live it. I give it to him. I don't believe that because like you say, everybody ain't built for the hard way. The hard way, sometimes you got kids that I've seen parents let kids run into a table. I let mine walk into a trash can, which is soft, but that's different. But some kids, you got to grab their heads and you got to maneuver them through the crowd because they just move so fast.
One time. You do it one time, maybe two at the most.
No, because
Like, dude,
that next head bump can be crucial to him. That next head bump might be the one.
look, you can be a hands-on. You a hands-on father. I'm a hands-on father from afar. And you was a hands-on father because when you had little ones, I didn't have little ones. I got little ones now. So no, some things you just got to be like, shit, man.
Let me ask you something, Tim.
Come on.
So you got a child that's hard-headed. He's stubborn. He's rebellious.
Yeah, one of my twins. Yeah.
I don't know your twins, so I'm not talking about either one of them now. In case somebody.
Oh, you talking about my kids anyway? Well, come on.
But check this out. So if a person like that does something, you see them going down the wrong road. You say something to them a couple of times and say, okay, you got to learn the hard way. So they get locked up for 40 years, 50 years, 50 to life. I got a nephew now doing 50 to life. But they get that. Okay, the whole purpose of saying learn the hard way is that first word, learn. Now, if they finna do 50 years of their life behind bars, what did they learn that's going to benefit them? They fixing to be locked up for 50 years. So learning the hard way didn't do that person no good.
Oh, those same old boring social gatherings. Try something new with Brushstrokes DIY paint party kits. We provide everything needed for your paint party, from individual to large events, shipped straight to you. Visit www.brushstrokesag.com for more information, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Brushstrokes by AG. Show us the artist in you.
Oh, no.
So is that the hard way?
It ain't on them, it's you. If you feel like you in their life, that's significant.
I don't understand that one.
You didn't have no good impact.
You lost me on that one, Tim.
Yeah,
I
thought what he was saying was, he believes in that learn the hard way scheme when that ain't always the answer. It's not always the answer.
I think that's what the hard way gets you sometimes. The hard way gets some people 50 years.
Right.
The hard way, but those people that got those 50 years, and I don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. But they were told along the way, this ain't the way to go.
I agree with you. Somebody always did tell somebody. Right. I do agree with you on that.
Yeah. So, but my question is, so what did they learn if they end up getting 50 years?
They weren't listening no way.
Yeah, but they still ain't learned nothing.
Okay, so they are what they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And they gonna be there.
Life is life. I agree with everything the Bible say. And then I also have questions. Everything like, man, look, the New Testament is the New Testament. I'm Old Testament. Like, if anything depend on my life. If you've been told and been shown a better way, why are you still doing it?
Right.
Why? You can't tell me. So then when you do something, now you want people to come to your rescue. It's bullshit.
Now, I don't agree. I do agree with that to some extent. I do. I agree with the Old Testament, New Testament. I agree with regardless of what my affiliation is with religion. I agree with the word of both of the books. And I agree with what you're saying to a certain extent. I guess it's just the human element comes around. You just see a human being, and I understand that if you tell somebody once, they know it, they get it. They've heard you. But then when they get 50 years, or when they get worse, when they ain't here no more or do nothing, what's the point of grieving? If that's how you feel about it, what's the point of even being sad when the person's gone? You should be like, well, I told you so, and just go on about your business. That's
right. You want to, like, Troy, I'm sorry to cut you off, sir. You just said if anybody can understand something, you can train a monkey to understand. Don't touch something.
That's right.
They're gonna get shocked. Don't touch it because they're gonna get shocked. If we're all raised, I know nowadays it's a little different, but everybody on this sweat. You're
getting robot-y on me.
They didn't have to. You chose to do it. Mm-hmm. Whether good, bad, or ugly. Now, let's be honest about ourselves.
Yeah. You
chose to do it. You were told. You were shown a different way, but you saw a loophole that wasn't lucrative for you with your black ass. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Uncle, I got a question for you then, but kind of since we're gonna echo off Tim's thing, how many times is too many? Like, how many of your days?
That's a good question.
How many of your days? Because I had a friend, and I'm gonna tell y'all a little quick story before I ask you the question. I had a friend, and if you hear this, you'll know what it is, but won't nobody else know. So this friend I would get calls from people that would find his phone because he would be in a ditch. I'm not going to even tell you where I stayed at the time because, I don't want to get nothing away. So I would get calls all times of the night, and I would have to go literally, and I mean, when I say literally, pull him out the ditch and get him in the car and take him home and check his pockets. And man, what you had on you? Oh man, I had my such and such. Well, it ain't on you right now. You got to get your license all over. You got to get some more money in. So, and I did this numerous amounts of times.
Okay.
And this fella still ended up going to jail over the same stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
And I'm no longer there now. So I'm not doing it anymore. But while I was there, I did inconvenience myself multiple days and multiple nights. So I guess I'm asking you first, how many times is enough times for any situation with a human being, bailing them out of any kind of situation?
Well, one thing you have to be careful is not becoming a crutch. When a person know that you're always coming, they know they can count on you. They have tendencies to keep on repeating that same behavior. But when they know that, okay, you done told them before, look, this is my last time. I'm not giving up on you, but I'm not coming to your rescue anymore. So then I think in a case like that, there's not a certain limit. You just know.
Yeah.
Okay. You just know. And we built that way. We're built that way with a conscience. If it bothers you not to help, then help. But if it get to the point where you say, okay, look, I bailed him out. Now I'm becoming a crutch to him. He's only doing this because he know I'm coming. And you have to show him one day. You have to show him, look, I can't be there for you right now. Because really, if you think about it, you're putting yourself in jeopardy, your family in jeopardy, and everything else going out there helping. Who knows what that might have turned out to be with you if the police had showed up, or if he decided that he wants to just go off. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired, and he goes off on you. You got to learn to, I guess, accept the fact that you're not going to change everybody overnight. You're not going to change them overnight, and at some point you'll know. Trust me, that this is enough. Enough is enough. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you, Tim. Then I'm gonna ask you the same question because, in a sense, I guess everybody has a point where it's time to say, my family is here and I'm not leaving tonight. So I guess to your point, Tim, there is a point where you just have to say enough is enough. But to your point, you say enough is enough after what, that first time, that second time you get pulled out of the ditch, when are you stopping?
The first time it's gonna be very.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Oh, nigga, hey man, fuck the dumb shit. I'm here.
When you come, when you stop.
I can hear. Oh shit. The first time I'm like, man, what the fuck? What you doing? I'm gonna have a conversation with you if it depends on how drastic the thing is. But the second time that you do it, then now I gotta be like, hey man, that's it. I'm gonna give you one. Everybody get one. Cause everybody gonna do something crazy. I mean, but you asking me this, but what are your friends when you really need them?
That's true. But I'm saying, okay, so you saying the first time, if you go get somebody that calls you to get them out of a ditch, and you just go tell that person, hold on, that person that's in the ditch, that first time, that the next time you ain't coming back. To me, the fact that they in the ditch makes me want to understand, like, how did you get to the point that you're in a ditch to call me?
Yeah,
so I can't come.
Look, man.
But hold on, Tim, though. I can't come to you the first night you in the ditch and just say, the second time is over. Because you're going to end up in that ditch. Because you don't even know why you in ditch.
So, okay. All right. Now, my only caveat, the way I'm going to find my way out this motherfucker.
Come on,
How old are we? Are we like we are now? Like we are our age now?
That's even better. Yes. At 40 years old, I'm about to be 43 in a few months. Yes. At 43, you find me in the ditch the first night. Not me as your friend now, but you're going to leave a 43-year-old man in the ditch. Like, to me, that would be concerning enough to be like, dude, who can I call somebody? Because the first night, man, I don't think I'll tell them that first night that was the last time. Because I think I'll go home and think about it.
I'm going to tell you something. A motherfucker who had a drinking problem, you know clear and good goddamn well, whenever the fuck you see somebody in the ditch and you look in their eyes and be like, this nigga, they really don't know he has a clear problem. Either you want to, if it's your partner, you go ahead and take care of him. If it's a motherfucker you don't know, you be like, nigga, you need to get some help.
Let me say this, Doc. One thing you have to always hopefully y'all will always consider is put yourself in their shoes. Okay.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't want someone to give up on you. I mean, and it's sad that they continue to do that and have that behavior. But I have received so many blessings, man. I mean, I'm so thankful today. You know, the people that didn't give up on me. I'm so thankful that, you know, and I can see the blessings being reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? People gave to me, and here I am giving back today because of somebody, what they did for me. And I know it was a lot of times, man, when I was out there, I had lost the trust of my family. My wife, she had got sick and tired of this mess. And my Troy's mom, she was my ride or die,
and
man.
she hard. My mama was hard,
brother. Hey, but she had enough, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so, but she didn't give up on me. You know, they wouldn't give up on me, even though the stuff I was doing seemed so silly. Look, now you're a grown man, you know better. This, that, and the other, and I still did it again. And matter of fact, it's kind of funny. I had me a song, and it's called "I Done Effed Up Again." You know what I'm saying? That was the lyrics to it. Because that's what it seemed like it kept happening. But the thing of it is, what kept me going and made me get straight was the fact that they didn't give up on me. And so they wouldn't let me give up on myself. And so, you know, if they had turned their backs on me then, man, there's no telling where I'd be right now, man. I definitely wouldn't be here sitting there talking to y'all about what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I had to grow. And like I say, age, it didn't matter. Because one thing I do know about people, when you look at a woman that's out there on crack, or a man that's out there on crack, or drinking, or whatever, that's cause and effect. Something caused them to be there. They didn't just wake up one morning and decide to be a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
You don't just be in a ditch that first night. Something happened to lead you up to the ditch.
Yeah, something led you to that. And so what I try to do, learning from the past, is even when I see a woman that's out there, and they might call her a crackhead, this and that, I still call her by name. And if she's older than me, I would say miss or whatever. I try to give them some respect, letting them know who you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and call you a no good for nothing crackhead, and that has nothing to do with my ministry. Yeah. It's just the respect that I have for other people. Something got them there. And just like this guy around town, you probably remember Charlie Brown, Troy played.
Yeah, Charlie Brown, yeah.
He hit the ball, man, out of 2 baseball fields, you know? But Charlie in his later ages started getting bad, man. Him and Slip Rock, they walk around, you know, Slip Rock walk around with a cap and gown on like he fixing the grass.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I remember,
I'm sorry to laugh.
Yeah, but he's a good friend of mine. And not only that, but my daughter, he's taking my daughter in. He called her Little Nuke. You know, and I told her, I said, well, if Slip Rock is ever around, when you're around, if somebody messing with you, Slip Rock gonna step in. So everybody passed by Slip Rock. Nobody want to have anything to do with Slip Rock. But I made a point to some people, a crowd of people one day. I said, you know, either one of us could have been Slip Rock. Yeah, right. And you can believe that.
That concludes this episode of The Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.